Yeah. Yo, you already know, man. It's your guy, DJ NI, man. Every Monday night, that's right, you mess around, can't fight. It's the Back to the Bar show, you already know, man. You know, Back to the Bar show, and so we definitely gonna have some bars in the building, but this time it's gonna be a little different, man. I got a couple people in the building, a couple good people in the building. Huh? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go around the table. We're gonna have a conversation, man. We can introduce yourself like from left to right to left, or my left to the right to the right to the left.
Hi, I'm Nadine.
Oh, hi, Nadine. So, tell them a little bit. I mean, where you from and what it is that you do.
Okay, I'm from Uptown, and I write children's books based on me and my kids called The Adventures of the Triple B Squad. And, you know, just stories about me and my kids, different places we go. We put a little spin to it. And I also have a boutique called House of Pure. We design your life and your closet at the same time.
Okay.
You know.
Definitely. So how long you been like doing books, like making books and stuff?
Okay, the books. Well, last year I just started writing a book, and it came to me because I'm with my kids all the time. So it should come easy. So like a year now, and I'm on my third one.
Okay, definitely. So what else we got in the building, man?
What's up, man? My name is Troy, owner and creator of the Field mobile app. Now available in Google Play and in the App Store. And basically, it's an app designed to circulate money back into the community. That's a big problem that we face right now. And I feel like one of the biggest problems that people don't know about the businesses that are out there. They don't know about the coffee shops and the nail salons. You know, the alternatives that they have, the toilet papers, the laundry detergents, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to offer, you know, an alternative and get money back into, you know, our businesses.
Yeah, we keep the money in the black community, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody else does, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, we gotta start somewhere. This is definitely a dope place to start. What's going on, man? What else we got in the building? Talk to the people.
I'm Hassan Bennett. I spent 13 years, or almost 13 years, wrongfully accused of a crime I didn't commit. I'm from Philadelphia. That's where I'm from. I ain't gonna rep no specific section when we all got the same problems. So I'm here to fight for Philadelphia and neighborhoods like it.
No. I live Party Hoppers. I own I do party rentals. I'm looking at these.
I mean, go ahead, just, you know what I'm saying? They can
I'm
hear
looking at this way, that
you.
way.
This all good. We on the radio.
My name Khalil, Party Hoppers. You know, I'm from South Philly, originally from South Philly, man. I do party rentals, sweet 16s, baby showers, weddings. I'm sure, you know, some people know me, you know, some people don't, but I'm sure the ones that's in the game know me. You know, I'm involved with some of the most, you know, how can I say it, the most relevant people who throw parties today, you know what I mean? And I'm here to show some support to everybody that's, you know, doing business today. You know, show some love to my guy. And I've been doing this for a long time, man. And, you know, I'm around, man. You know what I mean? I like what my man over here just said about being wrongfully accused and being in prison all that time, because I can relate. I did 9 myself.
Oh, I mean, well, you can introduce yourself to you a black business owner. I mean, y'all,
Come here, put me on the spot.
oh, hey, listen, you can't don't say, do I need y'all? Well, now I do need y'all. I do need y'all. Who? I didn't say I needed y'all.
What's up?
What's going on?
Toilet paper. I'm on toilet paper. What's up? Sure, that's what I'm talking about. I walked out the door. Ain't white.
Let's do it.
So, I mean,
Just watching you.
can you, black business owner, tell them, yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
Come on, man.
Come on, get the shy shit.
I shoot videos inside the league. I got self-sacrifice going on. Got a little everything going on.
In a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? This is my manager right here, 95 North, you know what I'm saying, the owner of the radio station.
What up? What's poppin', yo? What's going on?
Little platform that we standing on and all that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
What's good?
Nah, I'm saying I got a bunch
You
of.
got the toilet paper?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. That's dope.
So he actually has an app. There's a black business app, and it just spreads the awareness of all of black owned products and like places that you can go to keep the black dollar circulating in our own.
You know what's crazy? I heard about that.
The Field app.
I actually heard.
So I want everybody right now to go on the Google Play and on your app store and go download the app. It's called the Field app. Like I'm saying, listen, if you're not in the field, then you're in a house. So you gotta get out here.
Right.
You gotta be out here and get on this
I
field,
like
man.
when people think outside the box. And think of stuff that everybody needs instead of having one target. You want to have a target like with that right there. It's a wide target. You know what I'm saying? Not just the hood. Like anybody can use that right there. You know what I'm saying? That was smart. That was like that. But what's up, y'all? I want to shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I ain't been on here again. I've been running around. Shout out North Carolina. We was down there, breaking down there, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of people supposed to have been tuning in that we talked to down there the last time we was there. We'll be back. Like, I've been hitting me up in my inbox and some of the texts. We'll be back. We'll be down there. You know what I'm saying? Hit me on 101 South is coming.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting in motion. We're about to put a crazy show together. Performances, y'all can hit me up. Y'all want to perform, open up. I'm not going to tell y'all right now who the headliner is. We're still putting it together, but it's going to be crazy. So make sure y'all get with me. You tuned in, whatever you see. And who else? Got a shout out. Canada.
Shout out to Canada,
Shout out
man.
Canada in a minute.
Canada, a big supporter, man.
Y'all
They
stop
show
fucking
love.
with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't need to shout us out no more. What up, Canada? Yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody that's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? It's all love.
Yeah. So I want to hop right into your story a little bit. So tell them a little bit about your story and how how you fought to be here with us today.
In 2006, September 25th, 2006, cops raided my house and locked me up for a homicide of my friend. I had nothing to do with it, but they didn't care about that. I went through the whole trials and tribulations of the Philadelphia judicial system. December 22nd, 2008, I was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Now, life in prison in Pennsylvania isn't 25 to life. It's to spend your natural born life in prison. So if your heart skips a beat and they bring you back to life, you will still be in prison until you officially die in Pennsylvania. I began to have problems with my lawyer. From 2012 to 2014, I began to have problems with my lawyer. He wasn't doing anything I asked of him. He wasn't filing the paperwork properly. So the judge had said that she was going to basically deny my appeal. I filed a brief, a motion, a request to withdraw counsel, or a letter every day until the judge would call me in the courtroom. On December 19, 2014, I was called into the courtroom at CJC in front of Honorable Judge Sarah Mina, and I had to go head to head with this lawyer to discuss why I was being denied. Why I was being denied right to a fair counsel. The judge withdrew counsel and allowed me to proceed, represent myself. I filed my petitions. I went in the paperwork battle with the district attorney's office, was rewarded an evidentiary hearing. After the evidentiary hearing, the judge ordered me a new trial. I went to a first trial on August 27, 2018, just last year. That trial ended on September 13th, with all but one juror wanting to find me not guilty. You think I'm good, he's messing up. So all but one juror wanted to find me not guilty. So I had to go through another trial. That's a hung jury. All of them have to agree. So I went to a trial this year starting April 24th. And on May 6th of this year, I was acquitted of all charges, representing myself. So since I've been home, I've been advocating for justice, advocating for people of our communities, black and brown, as well as all other privatized communities, to be taught their rights, to be taught the basics of society that we live and I've been speaking out against the police and the district attorney's office. May not make me the best person in the world to them, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm about to ask
You can ask me whatever you want.
So, you doing the 13 years in prison, right?
Yeah.
What's one of the most, in reference to patience and forbearance through trials and tribulations? Because
Uh-huh.
you know a lot of people lack understanding of what true patience is, and what, you know, when you go through hardships, and how to deal with being in prison, and how to deal with, you know, the struggles in life. And you doing 13 years in prison, right? What was one of the most valuable lessons you learned in reference to patience?
In reference to patience, that you have to consider other people. You can't just live for yourself. I gotta live for other people too. So therefore, I gotta be compassionate. When a lot of people in prison that complain, she ain't doing this for me, he ain't doing this for me, and bang their head and talk in the yard and curse their family and all their friends. But you gotta be compassionate and understand life don't stop for you. As Pop used to say, life goes on.
Right.
Life goes on. People got bills. People got kids. People got other people leaning on them. It's not just about you. So when you consider that, you make your wants, when your requests less, you begin to go and try to maneuver, find your own way into jail. And when you find your own way into jail, you begin to look at society a little bit different. In prison, you get paid for your talent. So if you could play ball, they'll pay you to play ball. You can gamble and play ball. People will pay you to be on their team. If you are in the law library, people will pay you to do their copies. If you know law, people will pay you to do their law work. Same thing in society. If you got the talents of a box lifter, you're going to get paid like a box lifter. If your talent, you have to understand also what value is. Value is the uniqueness of your talent. Anybody can lift a box, so if you getting paid like a box lifter, ain't nothing really unique about your talent. You got to separate yourself from the others. So when I say separate yourself from the others, when you recognize that in prison and you recognize value is the uniqueness of your talent, you begin to work on yourself first. I ain't worried about what they doing because I got to build my inner me.
Yeah.
I got to dig in and say, you know what, I don't like who he was. He let them people stop him, and he only said 2 words. Hassan Bennett, Bennett. That's all, and you lost. So when you look at it in their eyes, you be like, man, get him out, he's just another nigga. When you recognize that, you begin to look at it, hold on, man, I can't be that. I got to build up what's good in me. I got to find out my niche. And when you find out your niche, as in prison or on the streets, when you build your niche and perfect your niche, then you'll get paid for your niche. You'll get paid the dollars that you want. You'll be valued amongst the people.
That's deep, man. Because I did 9 in prison. You know what I mean? And one of my main things was that, you know, what I never did was, as you can see, like in one of my guys, and you know, we used to roll together, and I never, you know, he never really went to prison. That wasn't his thing.
Nah, I wasn't.
You know what I mean? And you know, at the time, I left a lot of people. We leave a lot of people who don't understand the life that we live or the things that we going through in prison. You know what I mean? So oh no, fuck them. I ain't my language, but you know, kids saying, oh, F them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing with them no more, you know, cutting this person, cutting that person off. And as you can see, like I said, I'm sitting here with my guy, and you know, and one of the things that I didn't do was become arrogant or like hard-hearted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, he can vouch for me. He was saying this, got a guy, one of my guys, I love him to death. And I'm pretty sure he loved him too. Not gonna mention his name, got a life sentence. My God, love him. Some of the prison kind of taking over his mind just a little bit. Because he was young or whatever, the things like that. But I try to talk some sense into him, man. And it's good that you're speaking about this, because one thing about being real and one thing about understanding life, man, like going through the things that we went through, is that when you come into society and you see people complaining about the small things, oh, I don't got a car,
There you
or
go.
I don't got, you know how many people just want to walk down down the steps and be like,
Yeah.
damn, I want to go downstairs and get me a cup of juice.
At 12 o'clock.
That's what me and my man used to be all the time. Like, you know, I like you locked in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, I wasn't one who complained about, damn, bro, I ain't got no food in my locker. I come out, man, what's up, bro? What's going on? You know?
So this another thing. You run party buses.
I don't do party buses. I rent party material.
All right, you rent party material.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Was this a dream you had while in prison? Did you think of this dream in prison, or did you think of some type of business in prison?
I thought of business. I thought of a business. You know what I mean? I had a lot. I mean, I got high aspiration, man. Like I had the thrill of wanting to, get into the property.
Yeah.
Construction was one of the trades that I took. I got my certificate in building trades. That's what I do. That's what I did in prison. You know what I'm saying? Came home, got me some property. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't what I took on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I didn't even care about, building trades. So I met a woman, you know what I'm saying, good woman in my life, came along, after some time of me being home and accumulating over the money. And I met her, and she was one of the ones who directed me to this business. But that's what it was. It was really just buying houses and, doing that. So I was in my trade. That's what I did in prison. I mean, but I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them type.
They say prison can become a fool's paradise. Or
Fool's
college.
paradise. What you about to say now?
No, you said a fool's paradise
Or
what?
college.
Or it's college?
Yeah. Or focused man's college. They say that. And it's true. It's true.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy? I when I first came to prison, right? So I was one of the ones like to fight and get into a lot of things. My attitude was shitty, terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's how I left the street. Like, when I came up, it was fighting, doing whatever, stabbing, whatever.
Yeah.
So, after some time, right? When about 25, the reality started kicking in. You know what I'm saying? Because I went in on 21. I came home, I was 30.
Mm-hmm.
But about 25, 26, the reality started kicking in. So, I started to get my education, started to see different things, started to get a little tired. Man, I'm going to old left and right.
Yeah.
I got my kids out here. I'm struggling, right? So I'm like, when you referring to that fool's paradise I'm talking about. So now I'm ready to come home. So I started looking around. I'm like, hey, who really in prison?
Yeah.
That's what I had to ask myself. Who is really here? Like, it was guys who, that I was running with that had heads on his shoulder. And it was guys that was even in the street that was out, that was smart enough to outthink. To be like, no, man, I ain't going to prison, man, bro. Like, they was doing all the things I was doing, but just a little bit of a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, there's all kinds of people. I said, this guy's slow. He's a fool. This guy here is, he's not on point. He don't really care about going home. He got I'm not like these boys.
I spend most of my time in the hole, fighting against the system.
Likewise.
Because as you learn, you begin to realize, hold on, these suckers been playing me, man.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes been playing me left and right. And then you begin to look around like, hold on, they still trying to play me.
Right.
Y'all think I'm sweet.
Right.
So I keep going back in the hole because I take them to court. I take the jail to court. And I need some money. You violated this, right? I need some. So I will always go back. I would always go back and forth to the hole. I always get burnt from trays. Prison was hard. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me
you
wrong.
You got burned by trays? Yeah.
Sure it was.
How was that like? How was that like getting burned? I got burned for that tray before. You wake up, oh, my stomach, banging on the door, boom, boom, boom.
It's difficult.
All you want is a piece of bread or something.
It's difficult, but you understand what you're doing it for. You understand the end game. So once that paperwork start falling and wetsuit and all them say, yo, I don't know what y'all doing to that Benny guy, stop it. Once what's the lady name down in the county? I forget I can't remember her name, but once the ball start rolling downhill, now you ain't just spit on the ground no more. They like, all right, I respect him.
Right.
You
You
know,
leave him
you
alone.
know,
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
because he knows
yeah.
something.
Yeah, he's not
Like,
my job.
he just not know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
God, we can do this to him.
Right. And guard, am I taking the floor too?
No, come on.
And guards is very like when you're dealing with a prison guard, because like when you first go through the county, so you're dealing with more people from our neighborhoods, women, you know what I mean.
You get up there.
Sometimes it's hard for a person that went to school with you or a person your same age to tell you, lock your door, get in your cell. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a girl, and I'm be honest with you, I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend. You know what I'm saying? It was a girl, she was a prison guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had a cell phone, so my guys, they was coming in the cell left and right. I went to school with her, everything. We play catch a girl, get a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she told me, I come to the door, she told me, come in. So I said, what's up? She said, get them boys out your cell right now, and I told you, or you going to hole. I said, man, you gonna do this to me? She said, yeah, you goddamn right, or you going to hole. She said, my job at you. So I said to myself, I said, damn, you really going? And that was like, it was like the reality was like, damn, man, like,
It
I don't
ain't
have
like that
control
no
of
more.
my.
I was in the county for the last 2 years. It is nothing like it was. It's like this is like Kitty City. Everybody get in your cell. Stay where you at. Don't do nothing. The lady name was Blanche Kearney. That was the lady's name. Blanche Kearney. But get in your cell. Don't move. Wait till we come. I had to bogart. I had to throw some bowls and write my judge, write the mayor. I had to throw some bowls to get out that cell.
Right.
Listen, they doing this violation, they doing this violation. Keep the paper. Look at this dumb stuff they told me. They expect I'm supposed to ride with it. But yeah, that thing get because they don't even know.
Right.
See, the PLRA, the Prison Litigation Reform Act, says all prisoners get a certain amount of rights. Yeah, you lost these rights, but you still got these. But a lot of people in position of power don't even know the rights you're supposed to have.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No. It's just you might come to the street that
They
don't know
they
the
don't
law.
have no right. They don't have no rights. You in jail. You don't have no rights.
Yeah.
So once you start, I got rights. Get out of here. Look, this is how
You
I
become an outcast.
They be like, oh.
Chill,
Right,
bro.
you know something.
Oh,
Like, it's like we
They
can't
didn't
just.
want to talk to me, bro.
Right.
They got to
got too much
They
power.
didn't want to talk to me. Like, I ain't staying around him.
Right.
He knows.
He's
He
wrong.
gonna
He
get
know
us.
a little bit too much.
Yeah, he gonna get
He
us.
know a little bit
He
too
gonna
much.
shake the
That's what they
building
do.
up a little bit.
They ostracize.
Leave him alone.
That's exactly what they do, bro. They treat you like outcasts, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't like, even when you like, standing up for yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so, you know how many people, the first thing they say is, I want to go home. I want to go home too.
Yeah, but they ain't going to do the work to get home.
Yeah, I want to
How
go
you
home too,
gonna, how
bro.
you gonna get
That
home?
don't mean we gotta be cowards. That don't mean we gotta let these guards and people do what they want to do to us. That don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? We all want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So,
But are you going to put the... See, listen, it's one thing to say what you want to do. It's another thing to do it.
To do it. Right.
To do it. All of you have decided, you know what, I want to do this.
And I'm going
And it could have just stayed the idea I want to do. And when you tell me you wanted to do it, I'll be looking at you like, yeah, right, you don't want to do it. You just want to talk in your body. But you had to take that step forward to get where you needed to be. Same thing in anything in your life. You got to take the step forward. Hold on, I'm going to do this.
Right.
And I don't care. You said what? Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You said what? You don't know what you're talking about. What? All doubters, you don't know what you're talking about. If you show me another way, this gonna work. This gonna work, and you see it working before it even comes to fruition. You see it working.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing in there. When you get to reading, and they be like, yo, you gonna mess your whole case up. You take the pro se, man. You gonna represent yourself? You tripping? They ain't gonna respect you. But I saw it.
Right.
I saw it. Folks,
So
stay here. I can see it.
Let me ask you one more question, because I don't want to because I didn't want to forget, like in reference to what you're saying about you want to be. So how long you been home? You don't mind me asking.
About 4 months. Not even
4 months. 4 months. That's good, because guess what, man? I've been home almost 6 years. I was one of the guys came home about 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, I've been when I was 12, that was like my first time going to prison. But every year, not even a year, I wouldn't stay home for a year at a time. It'd be 6 months. I go back to jail all the way up until I was 21. And the only reason why I bring this up is you said because when I got out, what's your name again, brother? Hassan. When I got out, right, Hassan. I thought everything was gonna be peaches and cream. Like I'm like, man, my guys, they gonna look out for me. 500, he gonna put me on my feet. They gonna, I fell into a depression stage when all that was, you know what I'm saying? I fell into a depression stage, and I want to say this to say, I don't know if it's happening, but it's gonna happen if you allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's like, damn, like I fell into it, I lost 20 pounds. Came on 175. Before I know it, I'm working 2 jobs and everything. I just didn't know how to live. I ain't know how to basically adapt to life. So lost 20 pounds, can't even fit my pants no more. You know what I'm saying? They cut the food stamps off, so I was eating corner store stuff like as if I was getting some type of treatment. Like, I'm eating cheesesteaks and I'm on that. So when the reality set in that it wasn't what it all the way it was supposed to be, I said, dang, different. This is crazy. So what is you going to do if you reach that stage, or have you reached the stage where you got down on yourself or felt like things became coming too much?
Before coming out, I had a plan of what I wanted to do. Okay. Before I'm talking about, I had this plan back in 2014 of what I want to do. Everything hasn't come surface yet, because realizing my plan, I'm like, oh, this stuff ain't as easy as I thought it was. Hold on, I want to do this, I want to do this, that, but I got to relearn. I'm an infant to the world. Yeah. I got to relearn the world. I got to relearn the internet. I got to learn the internet. Ain't no internet in jail, except for the Nexus Lexus. So I know work the Nexus Lexus and the Westlaws and the basic word processors. I know how to do that, but the internet is like,
it's a lot too.
It's deep.
Bad, yeah.
I got to sign up for stuff. I got to remember passcodes. I be like, damn, what's my password? I got the email in here. I'm like, what the hell? But I got to learn. I have to learn everything again. But once again, it's typed out, so I can always go back to it. Some of the things that I've done has not come full surface yet, but I put little pieces out here. I put little pieces out just to see how you gonna gravitate to it, how the people gonna like it. But as far as employment, what I'm doing as far as employment, I was working volunteer work, as well as I was working with the lawyer in his office. So people would send their paperwork to me, and I'll be up there reading their paperwork. Here, give you my consultation, give you my advice on what you got going on, what's your issues. Here, send it back to you and talk to your family while working at Mr. Cooper's office. So in doing that, people, I was, as well as going around speaking about my wrongful conviction and speaking about the injustices of the system. So I would sit at panels with congressmen. I would sit at panels with city council. I would sit at panels with chiefs of organizations like the Innocent Project, the Integrity Unit, the chief of the Patricia Cummings, the chief of the Integrity Unit, one of the most underrated organizations in the city of Philadelphia. Their chief is the smartest, most educated, always on point woman I've ever met or man. Kiera Bradford Gray. I sit at tables with them.
Okay.
I speak with Solomon, so and speaking with them and all these people, all these lawyers, they reach out to help you. Listen, we got this job opportunity for you. Right. This job opportunity for you. This job opportunity for you. So at going inside, perfecting my craft, which is my ability to comprehend, understand, and observe. Going inside and perfecting my craft, going back to that, Doors open.
Yeah.
Doors open. Here, we want you here.
When
We
you
want you
meet
here.
people, doors open, man.
So now,
When you meet people, doors open. That's how
you've been inside.
Right.
You've been inside. You walk past people that was outside the whole time you've been inside, and you like, yeah, I passed them.
No.
I passed them up. I'm passing them. And if you're not passing them yet, you like, yeah, I'm almost there. I'm almost past them.
Yeah.
Almost past
That's
them,
how it be, man. That's how it be,
because
man.
you been,
And then sometimes you be the blame. You become the blame.
that's, yep.
Oh man,
You ain't
he
old.
ain't
Yeah.
this, he ain't that.
Self-worth.
That's almost, you know
But
what I
you
mean?
understood
That ain't
self-worth.
prison.
You understood it starts with oneself first.
No
I
doubt.
can't complain about all y'all
No.
and I'm not doing what's the best I need to do first.
Right.
You see what I'm
No
saying?
doubt, man. No doubt. No doubt. That's crazy that you know, like I said, man, I'm happy to see somebody like you because I would really, when I was in prison, guys like yourself was the only guys that I really would sit back and listen to, you know, lifers and people that really, you know what I'm saying, understood.
Don't get me wrong. I still got some bitterness. I still got pain. I got pain. I got deep-rooted pain. Anytime you snatched away from everything you love, I got deep-rooted pain.
So let me ask you this question, right?
But I fight past it.
Through everything you, let me ask you this question. I come in the room right now, you know, you come from prison, I come in the room right now. Because there's some people that handle things a little different than us.
Mm-hmm.
Every little thing that happened is big to us.
You know that?
I mean, that's just me. That's what prison did to me. You step on my foot.
No, I ain't worried about that.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not literally
Yeah.
like stepping on my foot. But if you really like you little things you may say to me, it's like, what? You say to me? Like that's what prison did to me.
Yeah, like
Because and you know in jail it's like everybody is like
masculinity.
yeah, man, it's all day
Testosterone
long. You
war.
walking around and it's hard. It make you hardcore. I came home and this ain't to no shame. Right. I couldn't deal with my woman right.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with my woman right. And I would get mad, you know, over little things. You know, that's like how you kind of scare me a little bit. You know, you're a little aggressive. So I had to really like, you know, I'm talking about I had to literally get on my knees and pray, you know, ask the Lord to help me. Like, man, I'm wild. Like I gotta chill out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting mad over little stuff. Shit, too burnt food. Come on, man, you don't know how to cook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I know some dudes who really, really get messed up. You feel me, bro? Really get messed up.
So I like, I mean, this interview dope because like y'all basically answering the questions that I'm about to even ask. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's rolling, it's a good joint, you know what I'm saying? But like how did like you know what I'm saying, you coming from prison, like you know what I'm saying, just like you said you had the issue with your woman, you had to readjust. How did it go from like there to like handling business? Because business is not all peachy and like you know what I'm saying, you gotta learn how to like how did you had to like adjust, you know,
from that
to like dealing
like
with the people like it's like
time in on the street, having positive energy around. You know, people tell me, "No, Lil, you're getting too old now. You ain't 21 no more, Lil. You 30 plus." You know what I'm saying? No, Lil, you don't do it like that. No, Lil, you a business owner. No, like that.
right.
That's how it happened, and I started to take some heat because it's like, you know, you got people that love you by your side. You really start to look like, you know, because all the things that caused me to go to jail.
Right.
If I flip out and shoot this dude, or if I flip out and say something to somebody's wife that ain't right, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I flip out, lose my whole business. So that's what happens. You know, being around positivity.
Self-accountability.
Definitely. But it's the Back to the Bar Show. We about to get in some music. We're gonna take a break and we be right back. I'm talking about this joint right here called I Want the Bag. All authentic meat featuring Ricky Chase the Green. Let's go. Come on. ABN 101 Radio, ABN101.com. Y'all already know we carry it. South Philly, what's up?
Young nigga chasing the dollar. Young nigga moving that car. Young nigga raising the rock. They say I'm just on my father. School all knocks on my collar. Graduated at the top of my class. Even when we don't get knocked on last. But fuck all that beat shit up. I want the cash. Yeah, I want the bag. 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 Yeah, this is some bread. Living in shag. Addicted to cash. I want the bag. Yeah, I want the bag. 7 months to my 8 for support. Plus that that bomb. I'm on my grind, you call, I deliver the order. I come every time, no matter the time. I serve that shit with a quarter. Shout out to my mom, and she don't be fire. As long as I live off the banner, she wanted me off that corner. Hold up, I was in love with the coke, well now I got locked. It comes to the little loop. You need that nice for sure, so need to keep on. Run to the old too. You turn that money to no, no try to rob me, you get dropped like a yo-yo. So pushing my pistol for gold, but one day you shoot it, go more. Back to the top, money keep that in my pocket. I'm a big book, like I'm gotta be up in my real, I'm stacking my pocket. I'm gonna be rocking, I really got it, I shit with the law, so it's hard to keep quiet. Really is serious, but I try to hide it, I'm rolling some dope pieces, like some pops and stuff. Back in the trenches with gang, moving in loud on that king. I worry about robbers, we got them choppers and niggas and tires, we bang. Real nigga put that on my name, get money, my team do the same. Plus I never fold, I break in the cold, I'm riding, I'm rolling the bag. Gang niggas chasing the dollar, young nigga moving that car, young nigga raising the rock. They say I'm just on my father, still I'm not from the scholar. Graduated at the top of my class, these when we don't get my going last. Before we let me shit up, I want the cash, yeah, I want the bag. Yeah, I want the bag, yeah, I want the bag. Yeah, I want the bag, yeah, this is the grab. Clicking the snag, addicted to cash. I want the bag, yeah, I want the bag. Honey, you gotta be coming, like calling my youngin'. Bitch, you broke me, you needed a hundred, but niggas, they running and left you with nothing. Hey, I'm at the table with fish now, really they charging the fish now. She used to watch my six then, she wanna bounce on the dick now. Let's focus some diamonds. Man, honestly, you in the bump of vagina, you tricking, there's no Benny Hollis. I talk a bitch off McDonald's, I'm just being honest, I'm ride with Craig. Ride with Blade, the juice in the bag, don't need a bag, cause I'm like a Mac. Got hundreds and fifties if you niggas say, cousin is school, my uncle is driving. I don't be standing up just like my father, my daddy a killer, you know I'm proud of my DNA murder, it's not so loud. I just ran off on the plug, niggas be soft as a rug, fresh in the dub. Look at my chain in the club, they know he came with a dub. You on the hub, I'm one of this, she wanna ring, I'm cool as a fridge. Spending so much, she be dizzy for years, spending so much, she be dizzy for years. Chasing money like it hit me in brain. I'm so low with the bands, brick layers, dropping off in the vans. Oh, we get it cheap in advance. Young nigga chasing the dollar, young nigga moving that car, young nigga raising the rock. They say I'm just on my father, school all night, I'm a scholar. Graduated at the top of my class, these when we don't get not going last. Before I let me shit up, I want the cash, yeah, I want the bag. 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 Yeah, this is the grab. Flipping the snag, addicted to cash. Cause I want the bag, yeah, I want the bag.
Yeah, ABO101 Radio, ABO101.com. This is the Back to the Bar Show. We back. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta play a couple music. I got some advertisements real quick. Where's my promotions go? Don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, we still got a couple people in the building, man. We talking entrepreneurship, black business. Like, we talking, you know what I mean? We talking that shit. But, got some new music coming up. It's still New Music Monday, but we're gonna talk a little bit more to Nay. Nay talking to some people. So like you got the boutique popping and all that.
Yes, well, I'm just getting started with the online boutique. I do my first photo shoot on Sunday. The website will be up by October. And I'm ready to go. Luxury pieces. Like I want to be this type of website that you come to, like you know you're going to Vegas or you know you're about to have a party. I want you to come to like they got them hot pieces.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go to Vegas. You got something for me? So
I gotta get something.
Yeah, you gotta give me like a, you know what I'm saying, a puff and mace jacket.
Yeah,
I can't
I would have it all.
Bad. They had this, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
something fly. You stand out, man. It's about to be all that. So how did you get into like doing like books, like and all that? Just doing.
Well, the books I wanted some residual income, and then my kids is my best story. So I just started writing on us, and now I'm on my third one. I got 4 or 5 lined up to go. I just need funds.
Definitely. So your boutique, is it online or where they can find it at?
Yes, well, my Instagram is House of Pure, HOUZZ Pure, and my website won't be up until October 15th. So after that, they can see everything.
So and they can find it online, and it's also physical copies too, right?
Yeah. My book will be online. It's on Amazon.com, and I have physical copies. And I'm having Black Friday sale on. We have 2 books. I did a big top, and it's not your birthday. So I have that.
Doing in stores or doing collaborations with like other artists.
No, I'm gonna try to get them at Bobby's coffee shop and maybe Black and Noble. I go there and try something out. I'll let you know.
Shout out to Black and Noble. Did you like you like style people too? Like I see you got the boutique. How you say you going to Vegas? Anything like you say you get in the style? Like you
No, not yet, but it's something I can look into. I'm
style
around
the
going.
artists.
Yeah.
You know, you need style or something. Style. Definitely. So we talking black. We talking black, all black, everything, man. Like black toilet paper. Like we talking black laundry detergent. Like we talking like keep all this money in the circle, like, and it's not selfish, like it's just doing what everybody else been doing, and you know what I'm saying, what we not doing, you know what I'm saying, like as you know, black people, like we need to like invest in our own and take care of each other, because the money, you know, that we take and that we get money and we take it and we just send it all everywhere. You know what I'm saying, we eat from the Chinese store every night. You know what I mean, making them rich. Like, you know what I mean, people not noticing that when they buy stuff from the corner Dominican store, like the price is marked up and everything, and you know what I'm saying, it's convenience store because it's convenient, but you know what I'm saying, like it's other avenues. Like it's like, you know, other apps and like GoPuff and everything, but it's also black. It's black apps like that that you can keep the money all in our community. Like what is it called? Black and Mobile. You know what I'm saying? It's a mobile app. You know, they do the same thing that like GoPuff does. It's just like keeping all the money in the circle, man. Like it's just important. You know what I'm saying? To support your own so that, you know what I mean, the shit get popping. Like I like the idea. You know what I mean, that we could keep our shit circulating, man. So like how did you like come up with the idea? Like what happened? Like what happened that you was like, you know what? Like I'm just going.
It's a couple things, and I don't really, you know, they opened the door for it, but I did a bid from 23 to 27. I did a Fed bid for from the possession of a gun case, and like I caught my case out the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there. I don't really know nobody, and they sent me out first in the Terror Hut, Gangland, GDBs, all these Chicago dudes out there.
Shout out to Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago girl balls. You know what I'm saying? But
One of
they
the
sent me,
hardest, some of the hardest.
Yo, Dirk shut it down last night. You know what I'm
Chicago.
saying? The Fillmore, all that. You know what I'm saying? To the Super Bowl.
yeah, after that, I went to FCI Oxford out in Wisconsin. And that's where I finished my bid out. But like the one thing I noticed is the structure and the feds. Everything's political. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no just wilding out, really doing what you want to do. It's like, no, who you with, what car you riding with. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's like, when I saw like even the TV rooms, for instance, we didn't have TVs in our rooms. You know what I'm saying? So it's you sharing a TV room with 30 other people, whoever in there. TV rooms was broke down. White boys had their drawn. We had our drawn. The Indians and the Mexicans and all of them, they had their little rooms or whatever. Right. But everything was broken down. It was like, on that small level, you see how money circulates. Right. How if a Muslim boy got a store, the Muslim shopping with him. If the GD's got a store, the GD shopping with him.
Right. I'm sure they money with.
They're not.
I'm saying, nope. Yo, man, what you got? It's like
That's that fair life.
That's money, and that's on a small level.
But that's the smallest scale. Like I'm saying,
I don't want to be geographical, but you gotta be.
You got to.
And so, you know, with that mindset, you know, going in at 23 and, you know, thinking I know a whole bunch of shit, and I really didn't really know no idea. And so, you know, going through that and actually seeing how things really work, how, you know, things really work and how people really move. And, you know, even with the white boys, loyalty they had to each other. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though, with us, we was all broken down. So it was, when you first walk in, it's whites on the left, and then it's the blacks on the right. But the blacks, we broke it down. GDs right here, BDs right here, the Muslims right here, Chicago niggas, the regular ice lords over here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody broken down, and so they all, it's kind of divisive in a way, but at the same time, it basically, the white boys wasn't like that.
Right, the white boys is we white boys, we all together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter what you is, you Christian, you're Catholic, you listen, we over here, this is what we doing. I mean,
they was sticking together. So, you know, I just saw the way we moved, and, you know, I came home and I see the way things was when I came home, and, you know, I see the way people think and the way people move, and what really started me with the app was that situation down at Starbucks. And I'm like, damn, like, why is niggas even still fucking with them?
Right, why is there still people even in Starbucks when there's, you know what I'm saying, it's people that sell coffee and espressos and, you know what I'm saying, but people might not have a, you know what I'm saying, know how, like, all I know is Starbucks.
All I know is Starbucks.
Yeah,
What's the name of the app again, bro?
The Field. The app is called The Field. Yeah.
The Phil
The
app.
Phil.
Download The Phil app, man. Your
Yeah.
Google Play. And you know
Our
what I'm saying?
ancestors,
Your
man.
app
So you know what it is.
We in the field.
And,
Phil.
yeah, you dig me? And,
I dig you.
and, you know, at the end of the day, though, that's what kind of sparked it up. And one thing led to another, and, you know, with the distribution of these products,
We bring a lot of awareness to, you know what I'm saying, people that don't.
we getting them into the communities, bro, because I noticed that people move with, like, habits. They get into habits. You know,
Right.
you might use Tide because your mom used Tide and her mom used Tide.
Right, that's
And you
that's all
think,
I know.
oh, that's all I know.
All
I
I
got
know is
sensitive
how it smells
skin.
good. It's the best. You know what I mean? I use it all my life. I know how it smells.
You dig me?
You know what I'm saying?
And so it's like, if we could start a new trend, like, for instance, like, this would be like an economic protest, bro. The heaviest, the only thing that they respect is paper.
And it's going to be the shift over because Tide's going to see it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to start decreasing. It's going to start losing money. Like,
Just imagine if we had the discipline that our ancestors had in Montgomery, Alabama, with those buses.
right.
When they was down there in 100-degree weather, hiking it,
Not fucking with
carpooling, all
it.
that, right?
Don't matter. Like,
Don't matter. We
not,
cool.
We not fucking with y'all. And they felt that shit
They felt it,
in
bro.
the pocket. It's just like, you know what I mean? If they open, you know what I'm saying, we open this, so we put this around, and, you know what I'm saying, and the markets and everything, like, the market's going to have to start carrying it. And then it's like all of them is going directly here, and it's like, what are they going to do? Because they in our community, you know what I'm saying, it's the whole community. Like, we got the majority of the community, but, you know what I'm saying, but we got the least, you know.
It starts with discipline, though. We got to discipline ourselves because, you know, somebody tell me, oh, I'm not giving you $15 for that, but then you'll go spend fucking $300 on a hoodie.
Right.
Because it got somebody logo on it.
Got somebody's name on it.
No.
That you don't even know.
That
That might not even
yeah,
like.
son.
That might not
Majority
even.
of them boys,
More than likely.
Right.
Homosexuality and all that.
More than likely. You
Yeah.
telling me this is too much. Oh, I can't, I could go get some time right now for the ball. So that goes
Yeah.
out.
2 for
Let's get
$5.
What you doing? Yeah.
Right.
I'm with it.
You dig me? So, and that's why I named it The Field, because at the end of the day, it's about a mentality at this point. It's not about light skin, dark skin, none of that shit. No, it's your mentality. If your mentality is, oh, I don't got an extra $2 to circulate money back into my community, but I'm giving everything else, all of my power, 'cause that's the only power we got, is this money.
Right.
If I'm giving all of my power away, you can't sit here and say, oh, I'm a field nigga and an OJ house nigga and all. No.
Treat me like you would treat them.
Right.
What you doing with that?
That's what it is about. Treat
So,
me like you would treat anybody
Like you said,
else.
you ain't in it, where you at, bro?
Definitely. You got some products here. Like, what you got going on, man?
Start with the True Laundry Detergent. That's this is my first product I started distributing. This is a plant-based, 4 times concentrated laundry detergent. So you only need about an ounce of this, and it's gonna get you a whole load, guaranteed. You dig what I'm saying? No chemicals in it. I want you, when you go home, and everybody who's home right now and all of that, go home and look at the back of your laundry detergent. And tell me if you know what's in it. Read the ingredients and tell me what's in your laundry detergent. What you putting on your skin. Before you go saying, oh, I got sensitive skin, I can't use this, that, and the third. Read what's on the back of your laundry detergent. Because a lot of Tide bottles don't even put it on there.
They don't even tell you.
They don't even tell you what's in it. And you just going with the flow.
You cool with it because that's what
That's your routine.
That's what you've been doing.
So, True Laundry Detergent, we start getting the product out, I want to say about 3 months ago. And I got it in 10th Street Deli and Grocery down in South.
Shout out to 10th Street Deli.
Shout out to 10th Street Deli. They also like, first ones, well, I ain't gonna say the first ones, because Black and Hakeem down in Black and Above.
Shout out to Hakeem and Black
He
and
was,
Above.
I approached him first.
Tyson,
and
what's up?
Yeah, Hak definitely, he was the first one to show love. But in terms of, distributing products and stuff like that, because
Right.
they got the
And
avenue for that.
they all with that.
They
Like,
with
everything
that.
is in these stores is organic. Is like from the community to the community. We give back, and
Yeah.
that's definitely a good drawing. Yeah.
So between them two, and then we also got Williams Deli and Grocery of Germantown. They on Germantown in Montana. They also carry the products. And like I said, we just trying to get these products out into the community. I'm a distributor for Freedom Toilet Paper. This is toilet paper made down in Baltimore. You go get it for $1 a roll. See, you gonna pay for Tide. This money going back into your community. We trying to circulate money back into the community with stuff that everybody uses.
Right.
I'm not saying that you can't, go use these other products, but what are these people doing for you? What are they doing for your community? You can't tell me, oh, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, but you giving all the people that fund him your money.
Right. You giving Donald Trump all your money.
The people that fund him, those are the people that you spending all your money with for real. So, at the end of the day, if you start circulating money back into these little products, getting money back into the businesses that's going to employ little girls like her as, future CEOs or whatever she, might aspire to be, she could see firsthand, oh, damn, look at all these black enterprises, look at all these black businesses doing their thing.
That's inspiration.
And I seen them, from day one. I remember True Laundry Detergent. I was a little girl. Now they
got buildings and it was a household name. Like it should be in our household.
Yeah. And also I was down at the Revolt Summit down in Atlanta last weekend. Shout out to
Revolt.
Yeah, that was a heavy drum.
You seen Puff and shit, y'all?
Yeah, I definitely saw him.
Network.
Got my got his folks' information. They said they was interested in something like what we doing, so I sent out some info. Waiting on the reply right now.
That's about the network. That's what it's about, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just getting out there, being in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this from in the house. Like, you can't do all this shit from the phone or from behind this computer screen because that shit don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the music. Like, I always got to bring it back to the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? The bars, it's like, you can't just be in the house. You can't be on the internet. Like, you got to actually be in these streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because before the internet, like, how artists, you know what I'm saying? You seen artist signs all up on the poles and stuff. You seen them going out there stapling their stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back to the DVDs and stuff. You seen people going to other people's neighborhoods to spread the, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is extra. You know what I'm saying? This internet, you know what I'm saying? It's extra. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to get money and there's a platform, but you also got to be hands-on, man. You got to be active. Yeah, you got to be active.
Yeah. My last product, too, the Flip Stick. This is what I showed you earlier.
Uh-huh.
And it's like a kickstand for your phone. And it also has patented technology. I forgot the name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically, the adhesive never loses its grip. So, if it starts collecting lint or any type of dirt, stuff like that, if it starts to lose the stick, you go ahead with some soap and water, alcohol pad, whatever. Boom, let it dry off. Bounce right back. And I feel like it could change. It could change, the way we do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like even with flicks, like right now we want to take a flick. We ain't want nobody. Everybody wanted to get in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh shit! There we go. The Phil app. It's called Flip Stick, y'all. GetFlipstick.com. Yeah. Damn, that joint adhesive. Yeah. I need that joint for the I need that joint for the, you know what I'm saying, the commercial. For the commercial break. Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to see, like, people that's trying to stick together. Oh, you on the timer? We all in this joint? Flip stick on 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip stick. So we got the flip stick. Is actually stuck on the glass. Get in it. Come on, get in it. You know what I'm saying? I got my cousin in the building. The flip stick actually sticks on the glass. It sticks on any flip stick. You taking pictures?
That was 10 seconds.
Yeah, 20, 30 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to post the picture. We're going to post that picture on the Instagram at ABN101 .bttb on the, here we go. That's a good job.
Let me see.
Almost got everybody. On our Instagram and shit. So,
come on.
Young Black Inventor. Patented that technology.
Man, get
you know what I'm saying? And we trying to get
No, you hiding.
Wow,
You
we gotta take
hiding.
it
Got the hair on.
That's a hot.
You can see her, but she's just like,
again.
I'm right here. You supposed to put your hand like that.
All right.
One more.
No, not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We just trying to,
You said a young black inventor.
Yes, sir. I had the pleasure of meeting this brother, the inventor of this, and he liked what I was doing with the app. I thought this was a brilliant idea. I'm like, bro, like, it's time to get paid for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so now I'm a distributor for the product. He said, man, you get these products out into the black community, like, boom, one thing led to another. And I'm a distributor for this. And so, we about to get these in schools and college, all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a kickstand for your phone, too. Everybody got the kickstand, the big bulky joint on their phone. You know what I'm saying?
You can watch
your pocket.
You can watch your
Ready in your
movies
pocket.
and everything, and then you
All
close
that.
him up and you
All
keep
that.
it going. No bulkiness.
Nothing. So, we trying to, like I said, highlight.
What's the exact name of it?
The name of this product is called the Flip Stick. Oh, my app. Yeah. Like I said, we want to highlight the
Download
brands.
that John. Post that
Appreciate
John
you,
for
bro.
you.
You rate me if you could, too.
Alright, got you.
Man, 5 stars, man. That really helps keep me up at the top of the joint.
Top of the app.
Yeah, man. I'm the only one. I can't say the only one, but the only person I know of made it from fbop.gov and made located to the App Store, Google Play, and the Apple App Store. You dig me, bro?
Absolutely.
Like, Apple is hard to do. Apple is not easy to do. Apple is not easy to do. So, like I said, we just letting people know, like, it ain't what they telling us it is. And we got plenty of bread. We do plenty of things. It's time to move, man. It's time to stop talking about it. It's time to put our money where our mouth is for real.
Exactly. So what are some of the upcoming events you got coming up, or the like new products that you've been talking to, and some of the people that you are working with currently, like through the app?
Shout out to the boy Netter Gold. He hit me up, and we're gonna be hosting a Black Friday event. It's gonna be called On Noir Weekend, and basically, I'm hosting it through my app. But we're gonna have a list of all black-owned businesses who are gonna be offering at least 20% off of their products. And I got a couple toy stores on there. I got a couple people on there, computer store. So we trying to definitely, yeah. First one. It should be the first one. Oh no, you spelled it wrong.
The Phil app, on the Apple Store, Google Play, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all download. That's a must download.
Yeah, y'all got food.
Yeah, alright, moving on for real, bro.
So who are the people? Some of the people that you're working with through the app, like, and that you met?
Dr. Umar Johnson. That's one of my biggest mentors.
You met him?
Yeah, I've been dealing with him for the past year now. Been studying up under him, and he's your brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you see me on the gram, but
yeah,
big bro, he definitely has opened my mind to a whole different way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of our history has been rewritten, has been stolen, has been swept under the rug. You know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff that he
took and then remix, like they take a lot of stuff from us and like remix.
Tell us they did it.
Yeah,
they started it.
Right.
And that's one of my biggest. I say for the foundation of the app, and for my first year of the app to be up under him.
In a good direction.
Great direction, bro. For the foundation. Right. Then like I said, I got Hawk at Black and Nobel, who's also he been in the game for years, bro. He been a platform for how many people, bro? You already know, like you from Philly, bro, and area, you already, you know what I'm saying, like
you gotta stop past.
You gotta stop past. So for Hawk as well to take me under the wing and embrace what I was doing and support me 100%. 10th Street Deli, we like I said, it's really about the network, and that's what we're trying to build, is like a strong network. So like it becomes a habit to deal with each other on the business level.
Right, and as a black community, that's what we gotta learn. That's just like with the rap community. Like in the rap community, it go like, all right, like everybody hot, and I noticed this at the Casanova came down here. It was like I'm so Philly challenge. Everybody was on the challenge. I'm so Philly. I'm so Philly. You know what I'm saying? I got the I'm so Brooklyn challenge, but Philly like was killing it. You know what I'm saying? So bad. Shout out to Gungeon. Shout out to niggas that did the challenge. But Philly was killing it so bad that on the app, that on Instagram, Casanova got on there was like, yo, Philly killing it, this and that, to the point where he had an event in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody come and do they best verse over the beat, and he was going, whatever he was going to do after that. You know what I'm saying? But Philly don't support Philly like as rappers, like we didn't, like the community didn't support each other. It's like we all here, we all know each other, we all hot, but nobody clap for each other. Like it's like like we all in competition. Like there's enough money out here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The shit gonna circulate. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? And people don't realize, like, oh, we gotta be more like Atlanta. We gotta be more like Atlanta. Yeah, because Atlanta noticed that it's no competition. Like if you got this app or whatever, and I got a business, it's like, all right, well now I'm on your app, and now like we making money together because people coming to your app, and now you know what I'm saying, because of you, now they come because of me, because I'm telling people about, oh yeah, go on the joint. Now they can, it's like they got Uber Eats, but it might be another way that they could get something to eat. It might be, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta keep this shit like the community gotta, like the rap. I'm just talking about the rap community. The rap community, it's just black people as a whole. Like we gotta just do better, like a better.
I just felt like Casanova came to Philly and all that. I was at the event. I shot the I'm like, damn. It's like all these artists, they were showing love, but it's like when I've been to a million Philly events, and it's like the same artist was there, and then like they wasn't showing each other love. It's like y'all was at the event, like you said. It's like
that's how
we all should be supporting each other. Like it's crazy.
It's even like that with the
in somewhat a way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had some hands. You know what I'm saying, in the rap thing, and I was able to do what I needed to do. What I seen was money make a big difference in what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta take some time into consideration. Working so hard for a position, right? Do what you need to do, and you got people from Detroit calling you, Miami calling you, all over the place. They want you to come down to the features for them, and things like that. And then you got somebody in the hood who's just like, put me on the drum. That's easy to do. Right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying is that some of us get in them positions, and sometimes we really realize that, like, okay, if I give a feature to you, you're a man. But then when I give a feature to him too, and one to him too, and now I devalue myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not just be hot as you think you are. Like, that ain't saying nobody ain't really hot, but you might not be as hot as you think you are. Like, you got some dudes who really hot. When you listen to him, you're like, feel what he's saying. Then you got some dudes you listen to him, he believe in his mind he hot. And I can't take away from another way. And I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, I like it. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm never putting people down, but I'm like,
you doing?
Your energy.
You not hot.
I like your energy. I like your
energy, to me.
I like
you know what I'm saying? But I'm never gonna say, like, that's exactly what I'm like, the energy. I'm like, what you doing, bro? Like,
I like
you got in that mind. You in that mind. Right, you got the mind frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just it, bro. Like, a lot of dudes. And I mean, I'm just saying for a lot of dudes, because listen, man, rap is like a product, right? Product speak for itself. Quality, like, it's a dude right now. I ain't never heard. Listen, I'll be out, like young boy, I'll be out.
Yeah.
You know, well, put me on, yeah, man. You listen to I'll be out. I'll be out. He sound weird. But he on. I'm like, dang, he killed that. I don't know him from Can of Paint. Now when I'm in my wheel, I throw I'll be out. Like, people go and listen to what they feel. And we gotta understand this one thing that's really important, right? Swag rap ain't gonna get you in all the time in the jungle. Cause in the jungle, we gonna listen to what we hey, we'll talk pain.
Right, when we
Mom strung out, father did life sentence, and like all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Some dudes come in, little man, take me with you, bro. Let me hear something. All right, I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all right, call me back. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I had my man, like, and I tell you, you know what I'm saying? And I still can pull numbers up right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, I stepped away from that. Only reason why, like I said, money speak loud and word. I had somebody, my young boy, I love him. You know what I'm saying? He had some things was hot. Some things I was like, I don't want you, F on. But I feel like putting my money into something like that, man. If a person is investing in rap, bro, that's the long term. That's not like I ain't getting nothing off this. Like I'm gonna put all you can get back to me in before you even get on, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the clothes on you. I'm gonna take you to New York. I'm gonna take you to Miami. I'm gonna take you to New York. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm gonna buy you these fruits and get you that. And then once you get, let's say you get signed, right? Get 100, right?
Yeah. So
You get 100. I get 30% of that. We both get taxed. That's number one. You understand what I'm saying? We getting taxed. Taxed my 30%. I'm like, man, I only got 30, man. I done put 100 into this boy. Like I showed him the Jones P&B. You know, that was some money putting into that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Melly, you know, I put a little couple hours on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so the thing was it was like, damn, then I'm getting videos here. Like, I could excel fast. But I didn't see myself having all the money that I needed to keep excelling like the way I needed to sell because he was just like a child to me.
right.
I got 8 kids. I don't need no baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, some dudes don't be hot. They don't be talking the things that we need to hear. Like,
My thing with the music is people don't understand marketing.
Right.
Music is a business. I don't care if you ain't doing, if you a hobby, keep it as a hobby. But music is a business. And when it's a business, if you got a tire store and I got a tire store, it comes a point where I got to separate my tire store from yours.
Right.
What the hell separates my tire store from yours? If you a rapper and he a rapper, what separates the two of you? Oh, I'm hotter. You took both of you is talking about the same thing. The same thing.
Right. You might talk about it in a different way. You're talking about the same thing.
And you don't have no marketing tool. If you look at music, right? If you look at music, every great album has a marketing tool.
Right.
They were the first to bring the music in a certain way. When Run DMC came out, everybody was dressing like porch monkeys.
Right.
They was dressing like they was at Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circle. They said, you know what, I'm going to dress like I dress on the streets. And they separated themselves from the bunch. LL then came forward and said, you know what, all y'all too hard. I'm going at the chicks. You know what I mean? What's McCall? And Rakim brought the Harlem dope swag to the game, paid in full and all that. NWA, they bought the California gangsters. We gangbangers. After Police. Then Public Enemy brought the militant side.
Right.
Cube stepped away. He brought the beef. Then you go forth to Big.
Tupac.
Big. Let's go Big first.
Yeah.
Big was, I lack self-esteem. I'm fucked up. Excuse my language, baby.
Yeah.
I'm messed up. I'm ugly. I don't like myself. But I'm fly. That was Big. He lacked self-esteem. He's heard album. He's made a song. When I die, F it, I want to go to... What?
He killed that joint.
He killed it.
I like
Nah,
the
bro.
joint he said, I'm showing tigers on my shirts, and I would get you to see the inside.
See?
See you later.
See?
Right.
I'm out.
Then you got Nas brought the philosophy, the philosophy to the streets.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Pop brought, he wasn't the rebel as
Talk about that.
Pop wasn't the as gangster as NWA. He wasn't as militant as Public Enemy. He was right in between. He was the rebel. He was the rebel. X brought the dog fighting atmosphere. Jay-Z brought spoke of the drug game as if it was a business.
Right.
Jeezy said, you know what, y'all niggas keep talking that you trying to make a business out of the drug game. This is a lifestyle. What's McCall brought you up? Yeah, y'all gang one with street rappers. with rappers. I'm gang one with real niggas.
Right, absolutely. And
I'm gang one with real niggas.
the industry is a business, and the music is actually only 10% of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why. But that's why there's a lot of rappers. You know, well, I mean, I don't want to call them rappers because if you put like somebody like J. Cole next to a Lil Yachty and say that they do the same thing, it would kind of like be disrespecting somebody's craft. But what I'm saying is that Yachty and him is on the same level because Yachty's business is right. All his business and everything is lined up. You might not like the music, you might not like nothing that's going on, but his shit is lined up. Cole's business is lined up. Yeah, his shit lined up.
Cole has a label now.
Yeah, he
You
definitely.
can't compare a rapper with a label on it.
I just want to ask, and just one question, and just to get it out.
Yeah.
For as long as I knew you rap, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm talking, since you, I knew around that like stuff you said. You've been around every rapper in Philly that I know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I've been around.
Why did you think that you haven't went to that level?
Because I've been waiting for that shit for years.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, what like because when you mention not hating or sticking together, I see that being a problem with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I mean, first answer the question because I don't want to get my input.
No, listen, it's a process. Like I'm saying, like me having management now, like I'm saying, like it's a studio in the back of here. Like I had to get stuff together because when I was doing music and I had a group and everything, I was funding everything. I was taking care of kids. I was doing everything. I was trying to be, you know what I'm saying, bigger than what I could actually handle. But we had no guidance. It was just me doing everything. So it's like, you know, I'm running gunning. It's like, what y'all want to do? We having a meeting. We in a huddle. It's like, all right, boom, hey. Let's go, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm focusing on, like, you know what I'm saying, me and the business. Like, I'm getting my business straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm traveling more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a process. Like, I already know I got somewhere to go. And I got somewhere to be. I got a lot of hot songs, you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely going to happen. And when it happens, though, it's going to be right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm prepared for the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You've been working for a long time.
So soon as soon as the preparation, you know what I'm saying, meet the situation, you know what I'm saying, that's going to create the success. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Meanwhile, I got this platform right here that I'm using to, you know what I'm saying, to bring up all the other up and coming, you know what I'm saying, people that, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't have this. Like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have nowhere to go, like, like a radio station or outlet and this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I do you know what I'm saying, like a freestyle joint on air, like, you know what I'm saying, for the young rappers or whatever that never been on the radio. Like, come on down and, like, get the feel. Like, I got the studio. You know what I'm saying, you don't have a studio, you don't have a home, you don't know where to, you know what I'm saying, like, I can give people, you know what I'm saying, like, insight and shit now. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm almost like a, you know what I'm saying, like, I say a young OG, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know
because you was doing things. You know, I know who grooms.
Yes.
You know, I know.
Especially how music is going right now. Like I'm a rapper. Like I could actually rhyme. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't dance and shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing this right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in the studio, but like it's, you know, I mean, until we could get back to the hip hop, the boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Like
you had to join the what was this? Was it 745? That Jason used to
the 745. Yeah.
But that's what it was.
Yeah,
Right?
745.
Yeah, 745.
I don't know. And I'm talking about permit all that. Like, go ahead. You know what I mean? He used to do his thing. I used to be like, man. And we used to have on the block all the time. I see him move. He stick and move. You know what I mean? Keep it, you know. And I just want to say for the record, I respect that, man. You know what I mean? Your patience. I never seen you lash out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy, corny F you. I never seen you do none of that. No, every time I see you cool-headed and, man, like, you know, I got a lot of respect for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. You know, there's a lot of dudes who can vouch for you, man. Like, go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to Stacks. Stacks got 14 years. My man, he fast now. I remember when we went down the drum. He telling me a story.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
When we went down the drum, talking about you came down, you know, you got something similar like this. Was it here?
Oh,
it was something similar. I had, you know, this, that, third going on.
But it's work. You got to put
time. You got time in.
Yeah.
And you just young.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you got dudes get out for you. That's loud, man.
But that's what I'm saying. But then, you know what I'm saying, it'll seem like overnight. But, you know what I'm saying, people don't know the groundwork that goes into the shit. Niggas don't know the countless nights and, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just out here staying humble and, you know what I'm saying, making this shit happen. So when the shit do happen, it's already ready. Like, a lot of people get their chance and they don't be ready. That's how you see people fuck the money up. That's how you see the people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just seen an interview where T-Pain said that, He said SPH. That's South Philly Hustlers. That's the name of the group that I was running. You know what I'm saying? But I seen an interview with T-Pain. He said, "What's the highest that you've been, like money wise, like in your bank account that you've seen?" He said, I think he said 40. I don't want to say 40,000 or 400,000, but he probably said like four. Yeah, it probably was 400,000. He said, "I seen 400,000 in my bank account." It was T-Pain. You know what I'm saying?
40 million.
40. It was 40 million.
40 million.
Oh yeah, it was 40 million. So it was bigger than that. He said he seen it. He seen 40 million. He had 40 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not. You know what I'm saying? Like he had 40 million. That auto-tune shit went through the roof. He had 40 million. And then he seen his shit go to zero. Like how? How? You wasn't investing. You wasn't thinking. You wasn't in your. You wasn't in your right mind. You know what I'm saying? You went
told me.
You
You know what little bro told me? You know what little bro told me?
What?
I said, little bro, if we get $1 million tomorrow, what you gonna do? He said, I'm gonna blow it all. I looked at him.
You gotta get away from
I said, bro, no.
Take him off.
He said, bro, we can't live with this. I said, well, what you gonna do for your kids? He said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they come. He
So
came
you
back.
give me $1 million. So I'm be like, listen, I'm gonna go down. You know, I'm going to 30-year-old one Mark Street Sheriff. So I'm gonna go buy me about 4 or 5 of them cribs.
Right.
You know, put them things together. Go ahead and knock them joints off. Give me another $1 million. You
First
know
of
what
all,
I'm saying? I'm gonna be digging it. Like
70.
I'm gonna turn.
You know what I'm saying? 70% of that I'm taking and pouring right back into whatever I did to get us that M.
Yeah.
Because we need 2 more of them joints.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I pulled out from him. You see what I started doing? Investing.
Right.
I'm buying all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm accumulating. I don't know how much material I got. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I got so much material I forget about stuff.
Right.
You be seeing it sometimes I don't post stuff be always in the bottom like, yeah, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since when you pull away from them boys, them kind of mindsets.
Party Hoppers
it's crazy.
LLC on the Instagram, man. Follow Party Hoppers LLC on the Instagram.
Well, Party Hoppers Party Rentals.
Oh.
That's why I changed my name. Because everybody used to ask me, what you do? I don't understand. Like, I see this, I see that. You know what I mean? I show family, I show a lot of stuff, man. I try to show the real. Because then a lot of dudes think you fraud. You know, fraud, you know. No, I'm showing family.
I show you loading up the trucks and everything. You got the fam. It's like, yo, this is real life.
We struggle. We've been through everything that you know, we think that we not. Oh, is this a real page? Yes, I'm a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man, but
I get you on that app, bro.
Yeah,
definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot me your info. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't charging to listen on my app. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
You know, like I'm trying to. Don't get me wrong. It's different levels to the app, and there's certain things that you can pay for, and
Okay.
But at the end of the day, a listing is free. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
see.
that
That's
you
all
go
I see.
Yeah, bro. And it's like not to rap on and on, but back to I just want to say this real quick because
All right, go ahead. We got time.
I wanted to bring something up. You know how you were saying you wanted to get away from, you got away from a certain type of mindset of dudes, and you started to elevate. You know what I mean? And like, there's so many people like you who are elevating, and they starting their own businesses and shit like that, but they don't get no type of recognition.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I did the app, because it was like when that shit happened at Starbucks, went on Google. So I'm starting to do my research at this point. So I go on Google, I say, all right, let me get a list of black-owned coffee shops in the city. Boom. So I get the list of them. I'm gonna write them all down. So then, let me see something. Let me type in coffee shops in Philadelphia. You know how many I scrolled through before I saw a black one?
So 2-3 pages. How many pages down we at?
Really none.
You know how many businesses, how many coffee shops I scrolled through?
Right.
26.
Before you see the black
Before I saw a black one. And I'm scrolling through 4.5s, 4.3s. The black one was a 4.7.
Where?
Was it a Malcolm? I want to say it was a Malcolm Coffee in comics. I want to say that was the first one I saw.
To be honest with you, it's some coffee shops in the hood.
That's
It's
right.
a lot of
In the
people
hood.
don't even like I sort of join up north all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know they got the joint up right there. Cumberland. What's that? 17? What's that?
I don't know.
Cumberland?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Riverman and Brunch down there on Woodland Avenue. I think that's Elmwood Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Brunch is 66.
Shout out to the what's the joint called? The brunch joint on Point Breeze. Point Breeze. What's the joint called on Point Breeze? The new joint.
Oh, the new
The brunch spot. I want to shout them out.
I don't remember brunch. It's called
Next to the barber shop. Shout out to Jazz You Up.
Dang. You talking about?
The coffee, the breakfast spot.
The breakfast store. The new joint.
Oh, the new John?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the name though.
Shout out.
Good Morning Breakfast is down the street. Then you got this one. I forgot the
We
name.
never know the names of the breakfast
but that's what I'm
spots in
saying.
South Philly,
Right,
bro.
but the good,
Freeman's.
but think about it though. The Good Morning breakfast joint, like that's
All you need is
the Good Morning. Hold on. The Good Morning breakfast joint, like that's owned by the Koreans. Everybody in the hood goes there every morning.
Yeah.
Every
both of
morning.
them are.
Yeah, the one that's on Point Breeze on Tasker, I mean the one that's on Dickinson, and the one that's on the
The
Reed.
one on Dickinson and the one on Reed.
Yeah.
Off of Reed.
Yeah.
Would they? How much of that money y'all think they putting back into the community?
Nothing.
Donut.
None of it.
A donut.
Nothing.
They sending the money to get the cousin to come back over here
But
and
who do you
take the
blame
shit
that
off.
on? Whose fault is it? No. No.
You can
Well,
tell what
it's
you do
partially
with
our
your
fault.
Absolutely.
It's no.
It's
Whose
partially-
fault is it that we can't compete with them?
It's our fault because we didn't we don't
We don't
have
invest in each other.
we
They
didn't
don't
have
get. They don't get taxes. They don't get taxed for 5 years.
They don't.
You don't know the
And they get
Clinton. You
grants
don't know
and
the
shit.
Clinton bill. They just keep swapping.
right.
Oh,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
it.
They
But
cousin
let
comes.
me ask you this:
You gotta pay attention to Chinese store.
how many?
It's a different person at that glass every certain amount of years.
But let me ask you this though: what taxes you gonna pay if we ain't spending no money with you? What difference do it make? If I ain't spending no bread with you, I don't. It don't matter. You ain't gotta spend no tax. Guess what? If I ain't spend no bread with you, it don't matter if you don't spend no
Yeah,
tax.
but you gotta understand this also. Hold on. Before
Right.
you shake your head, no. Before you shake your head, no. We are in neighborhoods of despair. It's purposely designed this
Food
way.
desert. That's what they call it.
Some of us don't want to see each other.
So,
They don't.
hold on. So, when you got this for $1 and you got another roll, you got one roll for $1 and you got another roll for 25 cents. You got people like, man, I grew up in a household where you had cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and then you had
Cocoa Crush,
chocolate
yeah.
puffs. and Marge buy chocolate puffs. Now, it's the same thing, it's just a different amount. So when you understand the despair and the need to save money, and you look at it, when you eye it in light of the Clinton bill, you can say it is designed. When I came up, my whole neighborhood was black owned. My whole neighborhood was black owned. I could get anything I wanted from the corner store until I'm from Lansdowne Avenue. My whole avenue was black owned. When I crossed 63rd Street, that's when I ran into the Italians and the Irish. But on the eastern side of 61st Street, all that was black owned. You could go from from Lancaster all the way down to Baltimore Avenue, past all the way down to Woodland Avenue. Once he passed that bill, the saxophone playing. Once Bill Clinton came and wooed everybody with the saxophone and then undermined everybody with that bill, all black owners were disappearing. And you ask, yo, what's wrong? Why you going? I can't compete. I remember it like it was yesterday. All of them said, I can't compete. We were fighting. We was kids. You know, we got love for Mr. Harrison. We got love for Mr. Jones. We got love for all these dudes. So when Mr. Jones said that, we fighting for him. King.
But it's also about the knowledge, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said,
Exactly.
it's a habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to create a habit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They said if you do something for 9 days straight, it becomes a habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do it for 90 days, it becomes a lifestyle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to practice doing something. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know, like, you got to, you got to influence the people.
But you gotta have the knowledge.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's like,
Talk to me.
but it's like, I'm from South Philly, so it's like in South Philly, like, you know what I'm saying, the houses that was all broken down and everything, or whatever, they was there forever. They was abandoned houses. Nobody came down like, yo, listen, what we gonna do is we're gonna buy this house, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get a group of young boys, like, listen, this is what we all gonna do. I'm about to get this house, we all gonna clean it out, we all gonna build it up, and this and that. These houses is worth $300,000 and $400,000 now, and you know what I'm saying, it didn't cost shit. These houses that they was just, vacant for years. But without the proper knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even know that. But you just see that it's going up. These Mexican people is just building it up, and it's for sale. How much the house sold for? $400,000.
So where do you blame that on? The knowledge, the lack of knowledge.
The lack of knowledge, and the older
Where do you
people
blame the lack of knowledge from?
In the community.
Because the older
people actually knew this shit though. They knew that these houses
Some
were
of
going
them
to be.
did.
Most of them did, but whoever knew it was supposed to spread the knowledge because now.
I blame them, but it wasn't enough of us to knew it. How about that?
That's what I'm saying.
When you look at your old heads, it was only like you had like 20 old heads. It was only like 1 or 2 of them that knew it.
They were supposed to spread the knowledge.
They were, but the greed got to them. That's why I do what I do. Because with knowledge comes an obligation. Yeah. I gotta school you. He came in here and gave everything.
I'm glad he said that because, and that's what we got to get back to.
Stop
because
withholding
each one teach one. Come on,
the knowledge. I'm glad you said that because the knowledge. I remember when I was a young boy, the people that had the knowledge. The only ones that were showing love was the niggas that had knowledge in the streets. Mm-hmm. The doctors and the lawyers and all the motherfuckers, they wasn't coming back. Yeah, young boy, you interested in this? Let me take you under the wing and do a summer program and teach you how to roast. No.
Even though they had access to all that.
They had access to all of it. And so that's why I say, too, we got to hold them accountable. Because when you get all this stuff, all this paper, and you go move to a white neighborhood, and I'm not saying, there's anything wrong with that, but when you don't look back, when you don't say, well, damn, let me share this knowledge with my people so I can uplift them. Let me go take a little 16-year-old into the wing and mentor him so I could change one life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when everybody did.
But that's black people, bro.
We got to get out of it. We
can't say it's a habit.
We can't don't encourage.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't gonna say this. Black people don't encourage kids like her.
Yeah.
We don't get encouraged. White people, they encourage their kids. All day.
Hold on.
No. I ain't talking about you.
No.
But I'm
gonna keep it all the way 100.
Yeah, today,
all white people don't encourage white people.
I ain't talking about.
We talking about middle class and up. They encourage each other. It's white neighborhoods that's just as broke as ours.
Oh, no, it is.
They just tore up mentally as we are, and when somebody make it out, they fly out.
We talk about classes.
They fly out fast.
We talk about classes.
There ain't no doubt. That's what we talking about now. So when you looking at, don't look at classism, because once you go in there, and you that dude, and you can be that white guy. Now, sometimes, no. You could be that white guy and they'll look at you like this dirty. You know the dirty white boys is going up. You know them. You've been in the prison. You know the dirty white boys is going up. Mm-hmm. It's a whole squad of them. What the 215, that's what they call themselves, or the DYBs or whatever the heck that is. You know they going up. But you know they clean cut. You know them clean cut. Mama's coming. Son's coming. And it's designed that way because when you look at the sentencing aspect, it's recidivism versus rehabilitation. Your chance of reoffending against your chance of changing. So when you look at
80% chance
to
not walk off that probation. I know exactly.
Now check me out. So when you look at your background, and you look at the neighborhood you're going back to, and you look at your mom's job, and you look at, he don't have a family. He don't have a family. He got 20 joints. And they present that all to the judge and say, please feel sorry for him. When the judge like, well, look like a reoffender to me.
Right.
And then you weigh that against Tommy, whose mom is a doctor, whose dad is a lawyer, whose sister is on her 3rd year in college. And they say, if Tommy got a chance to reoffend it, he go back to this neighborhood of all absconding citizens. They're going to hold him responsible. We're going to let Tommy go. He's a product of his environment, just like we're a product of ours. And that's how we look at it. But then, so now we have to look at...
we invested our money into drugs instead of business.
Exactly. So now, but hold on. Now we got
a whole generation. We got a whole generation that invested.
Now you got to look at opportunity.
Good business minds that invested their good business minds
But you
into some shit that got them in prison for the rest of their lives.
But you let
Like, when I was in the
look
feds,
what he said.
I was the shortest motherfucker on that yard, bro.
Look what he said though, bro.
10 years is short time in the feds. These are all brilliant thinkers, brilliant entrepreneurs that was running multi-million-dollar businesses.
Businessmen.
They're businessmen.
That drug
But they was
dealership is
investing their
business.
business and their mindset into the wrong shit. So just imagine that whole generation wiped out because all our brilliant thinkers was invested in the drugs.
Understand this though.
Smartest
Understand
people
this.
be behind the
I
bar, especially
understand
in the
this.
feds, man.
What did you
Feds got
say
to
when
be
you
got.
asked that man what he gonna do when he got a bill?
Blow it.
Blow it. That's because he got it before he prepared to get it.
He wasn't prepared.
So now you got a bunch of people who was thinking how to get past from day to day. They get a gold mine dropped on them. Now I can buy everything my mama couldn't buy. My mama wanted me to buy. All the things that I wanted, I can get it for the kids. And they don't think, hold on. Let me think generational. See, when you look at the founders of the country, when you look at the people that built that started the cocaine, what is it called? The war on drugs. This was a design for 10 years ahead of time. Yeah. So when you get it, boom, I'm so blinded by this gold, I can't see 10 years ahead of time. I can't see my children's future.
I see it here right now. It's going.
Because
and it's
I see this girl right here. She's like, go ahead, daddy. Every time I grab something new.
This shit gonna be forever.
You see what I'm saying? So they think it's forever because they never had it before.
Right.
So now we gotta begin to teach people like we got it. Nah, right here, right?
Watch how you move.
Nah, walk past stores and think she wants something out of every store she get. She wants something out of every store. Can I get this? Can I get this? Can I get this? But don't blame Nah. Because it's people with money, and every day we wake up, we think about outfits. We think about sneakers. We think about new cars. How baby boy say? How Mel say? Oh, baby boy. All that shit that don't mean shit.
Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's here, then you get it and depreciate value. Like
as soon as you buy it.
Like he said, but then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's the people like that's on the higher ups. The people that's like is about the knowledge again. It's about the people that everybody's that's looking up to, like the, you know what I'm saying, some of the celebrities, some of the public figures, even in the community, some of the people, you know what I'm saying, they materialize and shit. It's like, oh, all right, well damn, I gotta have that. And now everybody got the Yeezys, and the Yeezys is $350. You know what I'm saying? I need some Yeezys, or I need, you know what I'm saying, I can't get the regular Chucks, I gotta get the off-white Chucks, and the off-white Chucks is $700. It's like, you know what I'm saying, they don't be blowing you fucking the money up.
Just like Barbara Bush, she make all her money from the prison system.
Yeah, keep.
She supply all the food in every prison in this country.
Right? You think her shit ever gonna run out? Chilling. No, it's not. Because it's always gonna be people.
It's up to us though, for real. Like,
right.
We can't sit here and be like, oh well, keep pointing the finger at these people for doing what they supposed to be doing. That's dominating, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, if we was to just stick together for some shit, we could run shit. We wouldn't have to ask nobody for nothing.
There's enough of us to do it.
It's enough bread. If everybody tomorrow say, you know what?
Because everybody wash clothes.
I'm trying True Laundry detergent. I want a bottle tomorrow, and I'm gonna use True Laundry detergent for 1 year. You know what that would do to this fucking
economy? I'm washing clothes tomorrow. So how yeah. I'm some True.
Yeah, fuck with me, bro.
Bro,
just imagine, and you gonna love it.
Instant everything, because
Bro, you're gonna love it. It's an all natural.
And it smells good. It's all natural. You feel good.
You feel good. You smell good, and you ain't gotta worry about having sensitive skin and all of that. No, it's natural product. We natural people.
Yeah. So give me your Instagram one more time.
My Instagram is thefield at the FIELD APP, and the name of my app is The Field. And it's free to download, Google Play, and in the App Store.
Free 99.
We've been up and moving since June 2018, and we just trying to get this wave going. So I appreciate you for letting me come out, use your platform, and talk about what I got going on, bro.
Coming out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I need to, you know what I'm saying, like it's the awareness, like, you know what I'm saying, like using my platform to like bring awareness to the people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because even in like, you know what I'm saying, the music, like, you know what I'm saying, I've been around music so long that I know like some of the ins and outs, I know some of the shortcuts, like I know what you need to do, like, you know what I'm saying, like I was in the So I was in the studio and shit, and I was with it was a manager there, cause he wanted to work with my photographer, my videographer, whatever. You know, I was just fly on the wall, I'm chilling. You know, I'm networking with the artists. He was managing about like 3 or 4 artists or whatever. So they in the studio, and they was playing the songs, or whatever. They think about doing a show, this and that. I'm like, bro, you got like 6 artists here. Like, won't y'all do your own show? You know what I'm saying? He didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? They like, all right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, okay, cool. I said, well, all y'all gonna need is a show track. And so in the studio, the producer was sitting there, the engineer was sitting there. He was like, all right, who do show tracks? You managing like 5 other lives, and you don't know what a show track is. Real quick, you don't know what a show track is. A show track is the track that you play when you on stage that don't have the main vocals in it, so that it allows you to rap to the beat without trying to chase it and be hearing all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a manager or artist and you don't know that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's about the knowledge, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, what I do is, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'll tell you about a show track. A lot of people won't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will let you do a show. A lot of studios will let you go in there and be like, yeah, I got to show this and that. They won't even mention that you need a show track. They want to see you fail. Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't, you know what I'm saying, like, want to help. Like, I'm here to spread awareness. Lil, give me your Instagram one time.
Party Hoppers Party Rentals. That's Party Hoppers Party Rentals on Instagram. Check me out, man. I do party rentals for all kinds of people, man.
Absolutely.
All kinds of people.
So Hassan, give me your Instagram real quick.
I'm at The Litigator on Instagram. That's DA_LITIGATOR. And I'm just giving the game, man. I'm just telling them how I beat my case in the best way I know how, man. Watch my travel as I come back. I'm giving you law. I'm helping with cases. If you got a case that you need help with, holler at me. If I can help you, I'll give you some consultation advice. I prefer you to speak it loud.
Right.
Don't hit me on. You can hit me on a DM if you want privacy. You can, but I prefer you just to ask broad questions so it doesn't. It's
so it
not
can
only
help other people.
Yes,
like
yes, you can help other people with yours. Here you go.
So
So that's DA_LITIGATOR. The Litigator.
Brandon Andrews just invited me to somewhere too. I don't know if I'm able to make it, but I'm definitely gonna share with brothers that's here. Once he give me my phone back, he casting director for Shark Tank.
Okay.
I've been communicating with him for some time, so I'm he give him a little drawing on business startup. He just invited me there. Wanted me to do. They wanted me to do a couple things, but I don't think that I'm really like prepared to. I mean, I want to rub shoulders with these billionaires and things like that, but I'm kind of like money is coming, so I can see it. So I can handle that part. I got my own money. I mean, I'm building my own foundation. So you know what I'm saying? My own foundation.
All right. Yeah, but this is the Back to the Bar show. You know what we need, right? We're gonna need some bars.
You need some bars?
Absolutely.
I'm a litigator. I'm not a rapper.
Come on, man. I know. I heard. I was on your page. I was on your page, and you got bars. So let's get
it. It's a little hot in here. Let me get a little something. Check me out. Check it. I'm not a lawyer or a rapper, I'm a litigator. I argue facts better than cats on any label. Administration, faculty, all rap, group, back block. I trash everybody I step to. In the booth for that courtroom now. Niggas talking about a war, tell that boy sit down. Man, I come from the west, where they come from their waist with their cat. But someone gon' come for your death. They come and punch your ticket over lies that was here. You gon' roar like a lion to a rhino at your head. Triumph short, dudes is so pussy. They war with the clone, they took her to the courtroom. What was I sitting there? Not knowing what was there. Peeking to my shoulder, blowing kisses at a chicken head. Pissed to see another chick that I hit in there. When it's on, well, I care how a chick feel. They got a weapon against me, it's called a fucking right. He made a statement, I prayed that he would take it back. I mean, I prayed and then I got an L. It's like I passed the driver's test and got a wheel. I got they steel and studied that shit. And went and built my own gun, which was better than theirs. Now I'm back, home run, tell the fellas I'm here. I'm the Best get for the ghetto, the realest. Come on, let's be modest. I ain't never met Obama or the presidents. I get it with it's printed on a dollar. Visions in my vision where like I'm some type of psychic. Like a couple weeks, let this quarter keep become my outie. Seated as a toddler. Prince become a fraud become a prince, and I can do the same with a Latin. Deep become a prince, I'll leave eternity deep. Even when you reach your peak, that's the reason I'ma keep grinding. Niggas go to jail, come home to become barbers. That ain't being smarter, that's like violence to your authority. I went to jail like I'm going harder, but I had to find a way to succeed going further. Fourth Amendment, make the search and seize even hard. My rights make it right when my deeds even wrong. Eliminate improbable cause like the witch at the end when the prince has become a fraud. Who the F wanna stay in the swamp? Answer that, player. That's why my hand tap straws over wax paper. That's why the scamp look far from the next dealer. Cause I don't wanna be confused as the next nigga. I wanna give you something more. I'm trying to show you probable causes ahead of breaking the law. Hold on, see what I did? Put streets in a rap, showed you how to stay ahead from them D's on your back. These niggas ain't doing that. They like, Ryan, little nigga, this shit real. Better keep your eye, little nigga, you get caught. Go and take that time, little nigga. That's a 5-year tail off of 5 hard living. A dime all together, they dime on each other. Anybody tell you fuck it, say fuck them. Real rap, what you expect? People said they would kill rats. Now let them show it back your tribe, trying to grill back. Cause these nut ass rappers talking real rap. Let that nigga sit up in his will like he's still there. I'm saying you can show the deal to the juror. That shit that you don't see on how to get away with murder. It's clear to see these dudes is weird to me, not what they are. They're imitating like they're a cheat. Apparently, I doubt if it come to ride and they gon' do what they be rhyming and actually be about it. I seen a fraud nigga quick to lend a hand, it go down, be the one most likely to say a jam, most likely to tell the law. How it was going down, he had it come, but he ain't sweet. See, I'm the one that put it down. He had to with it. Agreed, he gotta get it. Throw me there to let it in. When he seen I was with it, started pitching. This what they tell the TVs when they scared to see the time, but they still get life under conspiracy. That's why I preach, keep them freaks from my area. Walking like Christ on water, this shit biblical. I ain't got no love for you wrecking ass niggas and saying if you up in his ride chilling with him, I put it on Trig. Or I put it on the chick that I was humping. To me, that's just another chick. I value the dudes that be dumping for their click.
Come on, going like that. You know
Let's go, man. Anything in the motherfucking building, man. If you on 101 radio, if you on 101.com, you got one more push, like one more.
I value the niggas that was dumping for their click. Kept 100 to the end. Come on, keep the beat right. Keep the beat right, keep the beat right.
I got you.
Come on. Yeah. As far as Overbrook, I'm ahead of the list. I'm top 3, right between Cool C and Smith. Everybody know it's fact. Any argument in that, my incarceration really must have messed with your head. I went from wrecking every night for the lovers on the block that I'm repping, and after that hustle I have between. Now I'm grown with the flow. I ain't rapping just the flow. This shit that I was tackling, shit is backwards in this world. Niggas trapping to their captains and their cash to a lawyer so much. It's kinda like they be trapping for a lawyer. I know niggas with a whole life saved because of a lawyer. Some teachers stop banking on a lawyer. What answers of a lawyer? They tell me, you ain't no damn attorney. How you speaking like you passed the bar and lyrics for your homie? Experience that I'm living with, sat me from the car that had to learn the bar to get a shot like I'm an alcoholic. I know what lawyers know to come up with a doctor wallet. I'm giving you the secret, hoping you can profit off it. It's 80 grand a year to go to college for it. Knowing niggas can't afford it, I choose to rhyme about it. Why you making diss records about another nigga? Ain't nothing changed. My attitude, screw the system. Either you with me or against me, and you made a statement. And God judges by your acts. Fuck what niggas saying. I got a prophylactic method. I'm using the passive message. Accepted by the gangsters. Fuck your entertainment. Respect the code, and you know I ain't no lawyers we live. They old heads told them don't be eating where you shit. So they look at us like we some type of fiend that come to top. Yet you people praise them when you speaking out your mouth. If you knew what you should praise, you wouldn't need my type of style. Proof, go look how my Codilla ran his mouth. Said he helped me there. The nigga tried to blame intoxication at the Sarah pills gave me so the weed would get him out. Would've worked if he was Mickey. Now that nigga doing 50, hoping that the boys let him get released in 20 pounds. That's the attribute of snitches. And that's just what I'm saying. Exercise your mental limit. Shut your motherfucking mouth. I got little $9 for $10, little time. I must give chances that I feel I never got. They got kids and they fam, yet they rhyme about themselves. Let me know how they feel about they niggas that was not. So they niggas they are not. Your followers are following the nigga that is blind. The loyalty I honor with so much dope for overload. I see the other drop against the tray with so much fake that they don't even feel your high. Come on, man. You can find my dick.
I like that.
That's your voice, though, man.
Bounce.
Come on,
Bounce.
Come on,
Bounce. Bounce.
What you got? Another one? You got another one?
I Black in America, Afro-American, voting my blues like a, come on, run it back now. And put your hands on my seat. I'm black in America, Afro-American, holding my blues like a package of heroin. Right up the river, there is Maryland, Maryland. You can find a killer in the trunk that I done buried them. Floating with the fishes, folks that keep persistent. Can't get off the water, won't put up my bridges. Strapped with no suspenders, on board like it's forensic. I got that workaholic, that's the coca cook the liquor. They want local just to get it. The cops said freeze, I'm like, no, it ain't December. I run out New Year's Eve, but then I got convicted. Cause listen, when everyone was snitching, I didn't, I'm different. Them crackers say you're guilty, you did it. You had that magic hammer like you played for the Avengers. Even though I didn't, I was tickled like Smucker. So shorty about the story, she said you should be my mother. She'll love you, I swear. So I ain't gonna tell all her friends. I told my daughter, well, she's with the man to beat the man, Mr. Penny. The one that pulls strings like the pedal. And we don't ever know how I need a pedal. Yeah, it's been a hell of a life. I let my Alpine blast, feed the stereotype. They got me verses and they wallets on the jury inside. Only proves that my theory was right. I was judged before trial. Time to give them something to talk about. Sit guy, spit fly, walking the green house. On purple on, pumping the greenhouse. He say sleep, it ain't nothing to think about. It's over. The system made my heart a little colder. The jury want you buried, they ain't gotta give a motive. That's why I ride now. So by the time I'm lying on, I have a dozen for the hundreds I done fired on. I get the money cause the youngest I ride for. They hand in hand and I'm the man to get the encore. My baby's singing when it's hanging, we don't play with me and Tiki, you would think it's time dating, if you were vegan when I'm squeezing, it's okay, cause I want you though, you be your vegetable, your favorite. A lesson learned is these collars full of spectacles. I'm by the dollar, we divided by the decimal. They say you're charming like I partner with the anarchy. Thinking you burner, I'm too hard for an air hardy. Call up Tamika, me and Tiki, she was there for me. When Sarah Mina gave a sentence that was hell for me. The lower cases, all I reckon was the L's on it. If it take like to read a sentence, something's spelled wrong. So if I'm beefing with your people, say a prayer for them. And ask how you get the lead if I was led wrong. I'm not a lawyer or a rapper, I'm a litigator, fellas. I'm a litigator, you hear me?
HB101radio, HB101.com, I got the litigator in the building. And I'm talking about, this is the Back to the Bars show. You already know, man.
I'm dropping you jewels in these bars, man. I'm just not talking, I'm giving jewels, man. You got another one for me? You got another one? Let me break down hip-hop, man. Let me break down hip-hop. I'm in my jacket, you know what I mean? Look at hands with my eyes, you see? Take one while in the place to be. If you really wanna, oh, they got the Maybach music on. You like Maybach music?
That was that daddy. I want him to kill this one.
Yeah.
I gotta put you on live for this one.
Let me see this. Today your hip rappers. Yeah. Let's see back to that seat laxing. He yapping his teeth like I don't need a rapper. See what happened to Bennett was he packing when banged out with a chick, call it a freak accident. Still stacking off with a dip, just keep tracking it. Right back, ball in the strip, the streets magical. Couple cats tried to resist my leap radical. Bullfrog, bulldog, bullseye, splatter them. And you ain't gotta ask your chick about what I said. I say cause I mean it, homie, what it is. Blowing spinach so terrific, ain't no choice, yeah. Sandwich mango so every angle be showing bread. Nigga, I'm like, damn, with your A&R gagging ya. Homie, why you sign with that string along? Outro, single with that number singing, baby ball. Throw it, hold on. Say who? Take what? Sentence to it, stay where? Apologize for nothing, I'm exactly who I say plus. Held my ground, wouldn't tell I made that state bud. I approach your honor like a rider, nigga, face up. I ain't hating, I'm saying I know that they was wrong. They got to pay for every date that they done taken off. I come across losers that thought I'd take a loss. Ain't got to pick up they jaw, nigga, cause they in all. I think the fall made me stronger than I was. I pull up like, yeah, I'm sitting higher than the judge. Then pull off like dog. I got to laugh at the witness doing 25. Should've been live and stop snitching. I don't care if you hate me or not. Money's evil, gotta pay me for that wicked you try. I pass cops trying to get me, and I flip them a smile. One with the finger that's been shot, cause I've been meant to survive, you hear?
I'm ready. I'm gonna say you gonna keep going. I mean, we can keep going.
Come on, man.
We can keep going. I mean,
Let's get that mic, man.
You take the mic.
I ain't even rap. Take
your
that
mic.
mic, man.
Take it back. I'm not a rapper either.
Let me get your mic, man.
Let's go, Lil.
Yeah. It's your boy Lil, and I'm here one time. Just to show y'all how you really grind. Get on the streets and hit that block. Yeah, if you want it, you hit that. I can't speak about the Glock and pull that. All my black brothers, y'all black and pull that. I ain't around, but I'm going to be like, go ahead, chill out.
Hey, land down. I ain't coming home tonight. That moonlight look good on this chrome of mine. I just figure dudes should be true to their word. If not, whatever happened when that dude returned, you gotta take it. It's like it's your war. They done made it. That gun don't never dump. But you swear you a blazer, that's another story. I got your back and after dumping for him, they after me and he ain't even have a gun for me. They got me thinking what I've done and what he's done for me. If I was him, knowing me, I would run from me. If I had seen all the wreck that I was catching, I would hate to be these niggas in his plummeted position. Dig it. Never underestimate a nigga. He want that shit enough. He is destined to get it. In prison, they put me in a hole with just a pen. I write the laws up on the wall. One of life from at the end. If you don't get it, I gave a recipe to get relief. I was jigger. Them niggas, they was stuck on being pleased. You can read it in they tag. Patience while I dumb down. Direct, fuck out. Free my niggas up now. I wrote preponderance to evidence will get you to the reasonable probability that the verdict witness sticky you communicative effect of the ineffect of the counsel undermines defining implying a new trial was warned. Tell me now who G and Tech. Is it one to make a flea look bad or is it me? Cause I make that motherfucker G look bad. Like damn, I could've beat that rap. Now that G'd up. I got a pain that's alive in me. I got a killer inside of me even though I pled not guilty. I hope the state still rock with me. I rip the stage, but I really hope the weight bit mob with me. Niggas can still state property. I went to trial in prison clothes and turned into a mockery. My mom said wear a suit for form. I want to try and dress cute when the war's on. I let them know I did a dozen in the jail. And I don't care nothing about a pig. It's nothing where I live. DA got me lettuce for that shit. Then I represent myself and did better than that chick. I'm better than Joanne. The devil in the trust. Ugly white chick like Cruella in the depth. Blood killers and $100 billers.
The litigator in the building.
Boy, the killers and $100 billers.
Let's get it. It's the Back to the Bar Show.
Now niggas got love for the real. Cause now I'm here. What was that love when my time on the hill? What was that love when my resident resided on the mountain, huh? I know they was doubting, don't start lying. Don't act like you was riding or writing. Don't act like they was in my corner while I was fighting. Don't act like you ain't counted me out and you should be amongst the hobby guys. I ain't counted on when I was just another body count. Just another victim of the system we could talk about. Book for a homie, I ain't do. I ain't copping out. Offer me a deal, got a will, I'm a corner now. Rocking in the chills with the homies I was holding down. That's when the discussion was interrupted. Cause to them, I wasn't someone you could keep up with. I was the movement that came and went before social media allowed niggas to follow niggas without beating them. Past time memories that they can get the flourish. Forgot about the real, that's what the system wanted. One someone that was total up 1,000 every quote. So my end done and was like, let it go. Let me know that my mind, you was low in their mind. Judge through the book and shit, it felt like a bomb. I can still see the tears in the eyes of my homie as my mom hit her face and the thoughts I was moaning. I can still hear her well like the sober eyes fell. Acting like it wasn't no hope in the bill. I had her like them crackers took that away from me. Same chicks I would hit, acting pissed I got their number. No memories escape, so that chick I got a number. She see I'm almost free. She know it come a number. That number's like 8 or 9 mil if I settle. This younger from the one that flipped hell into heaven, but Vito got a double life. Slick had another life. His older brother Hot Bay, he's sitting with another life. D-Block Bucky Ball sitting with another life. This is the type of I got to deal with every night. Hearing silly chicks like you wanna live away. Ain't no time for no exercise when you live in gates. Look, say I'm a style thing by a certain date. I mess around, die in jail just because I'm late. That's a perfect definition of a day in line. I stood tall, bitches put me on standby. They didn't think I'd get back like, well, should I get home and leave them all for a white girl?
Slick gave that thing back.
Yeah. Here we go, baby.
Yeah.
Let me rock this joint. First on, you know a nigga gotta get away. Yeah. Ooh.
Baby, I'm on radio.
Check it out. Them hyenas. I'm got it with you. Hold on, I'm on that. Got it back. Come on. Oh, it came apart.
Everything's back on.
Them high haters keep laughing at me. Irking for murder to burn it down in the pit of heaven. Churches, Hershey, Sherman's come out the tabernacle. Warning you, this on my corner, dude. You ain't fit for that. No, you ain't built for it. You ain't down to die for niggas you can't live for. Sitting down, homicide division, I was snitched on. Begging me for info, I'm like, no way, Mr. Big Shot. Shooting shit. Go and tell my lawyer I ain't new to this. Muted it. Pissed them niggas off, I was cool with it. Two of them told me they be kicking at my door. I'm like, do it then. Walking out that roundhouse by the George, hallelujah. Hallelujah, I was true with it. Never told her no one, told my homies my maneuver. And never thought one of them would take it as manure. He talk about how my back, but in my face, you know that loser can't. With it, that nigga that he said it to ended up snitching on the nigga that put that in him. Someone got convicted for that body at his trial. Prosecutors told the jurors I refused to testify like they was all in that case. Lady Jets, Mr. Bennett, don't be singing to no takes like once you in the grave and dead, all that matters is your name. And I did way too much for this script not to throw mines up in this bitch. If y'all don't feel me, fuck y'all here for. Fuck y'all here for. Fuck y'all here for. You niggas should. Niggas put my name in shit I wasn't even engaged in. But shit I just start whistling daisies as if a dozen years ain't phased me. You niggas is crazy. Soon as I figured they gave me, if you'd have seen the deals they came with, good Lord, they gracious. Some said God had made them, or is it cause I made a way in? Caught them mumbling, Ali first forming, rolling up the center more and everybody wants it. He got too much cut in this, he's sitting on that dope shit. Me, I got that killer touch, especially on that court shit. Litigate, bitches on the court shit. Man on the prison stand, he just want a sponsor. Kid need dad, she ain't got it for a lawyer. So she listen to me, if you don't do nothing for them. She ain't feeling that shit. I redefine what's real when I spit. That's why the choir go clitoris shit. She feel joy with the lyrics you win. In other words, you next without a doubt. When I die, I know that that's what I'm about. As the choir sing. Once you in the grave and dead, all that matters is your name.
That's great.
Yo, it's the Back to the Bar Show. We got the litigator building, man. We gotta get out of here, man. You got one more? You got one more?
Yeah.
You got one more, man, before we get out of here.
Yo, keep rolling.
You want to
Keep rolling. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, but one more. You got one more?
I ain't gonna go to this joint. Oh, you want it without me? Let me see if I can get this one. Oh, this is good. This JK Cole. Let me run it back. Let me run it back. Let me run it back. This for my man. Let me run it back. Let me run it down. Let me run it down. Here we go. Back when diving with young lovers, back in llamas. That one nigga actually riding next to Charlie, catching bodies. At Matlock, circling the back block. Every time they get popped, that and ballers. Tagging hollow, shutting down the crack spot. Even had my aunties crying, actually cried. On that big that I would drive. Like I missed them, I supply. But they stick that man on fire. And my Denzel. Murder slowed the back down. Then the verdict just hurt the bad guy. I'm back, gonna hit it to the background. Behind the curtain, then I hurt some driving. Those plotting on the next house, those plotting on the next lick. Shit plot on the exit. The young nigga caught I heard was riding on that X shit. Like DMX shit or BMX shit. I'm talking Vin D, Samuel L shit. If it was me that the nigga used to fuck with, I wouldn't deal with the niggas injustice. Yeah, it's real when the gun spit. That snitch gon' tell when they come with that goddamn will. Then they bringin' that girl, then they give up that love in your one man. I might mess up bad and all. I damn sure won't be riding for. Been riding on the airport, God was going. Even before mom was doing real shit. How many niggas gonna ride for court? Even if they gotta ride the court, they get him out the walls. If not, you a fraud in the squad need to rock the fraud. Real shit. How many niggas gonna ride for court? Even if they gotta ride the court, they get him out the walls. If not, you a fraud in the squad need to rock the fraud. Real shit, man.
ABN 101 Radio, ABN101.com. This is the Back to the Bar Show. You know what I'm saying? We out of here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the litigator. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, hold up. Hold up. But wait. Cut the beat.
Nana in the building. Nana in the building. She only a dime. Break it down for me, baby.
Ready?
I'm
Flying
ready.
through the city on my lingo, real as a one, but that shit I can be for laying my whip, she don't understand my lingo. Only when she got that Cico, Tamala Chico, she just bored with it, got the joint on her waist, I can go with it, got it good. If you're a pop, you're everybody, get your
Beat on.
get the walk in the talk and put a leash
Leash
on.
on.
Cause I started playing walking hand paint, dripping, still playing Kenny Man. I weed on my candy up, I'm Lil Bennett, the joint from the grave movement. I told them people that I like
When I got 'em.
A couple months later, they be blessed
With an album.
Yo, you just know, you just got hit by
Phone
phone
dog.
Cause I give it to you
Anyway,
anyway.
you want more?
Cause that's a real thing.
And I'm a real chick.
And think about it when I press up on your little chick, she like the way, yeah, she like.
What's your name? What's your name? Naya, how old are you? That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yo, it's the Back to the Bar Show. ABN 101 Radio, ABN101.com. Until Monday, tell a friend of that little chick that y'all be smoking with to tune in. We out here.
Yeah, I like that.